Speaking of education, Liberal leadership candidate Gerard Kennedy recently stopped by campus to have a chat with an eager and interested audience. Our own Heather Christie was on scene to see what he had to say.
All right, so we're here in the Policy Studies building with a candidate for Liberal leadership, Gerard Kennedy. Thanks for joining us today, Mr. Kennedy.
It's my pleasure.
We are just wondering, one of the main things you talked about is education. In fact, that was the main sort of bulk of your talk today. We're wondering, one of the huge hot topics on students' minds is the tuition freeze. Mm-hmm. And how are you going to intend on maintaining universal access while there is an unfreezing of tuition?
Well, look, I think what I am saying is that there has to be a guarantee of access. Access is a combination of grants or low tuitions or other ways of keeping costs down. And so that's what I'll be looking for, a new Liberal government to make sure every province is able to provide. And I'm saying that we would make access and quality part of a federal jurisdiction in the sense of a law that we would put on ourselves, and we would look to get agreement with the provinces on, because I think that's what matters, is not just tuition, but the total cost of education, and putting some kind of limit on the amount of loans that students have to take out in the course of education. It's limiting. We have, for example, as I said today, we have half of the master's graduates and only 30% less of the doctoral students that the United States has. We can't compete if we don't make that somehow more affordable. When they talk about government, nobody spends your money anymore in government, they invest it. And what we have today is, we used to have a $2,000 per student funding advantage over the US, and now we're $5,000 below. Canada needs to become the world's first international country. We need to see ourselves as fully engaged with the world and using the connections that we have of peoples and outlook.
Just to wrap it up, as you know, homecoming weekend this weekend, will you be sticking around for the pancake keggers tomorrow morning?
No, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it to the pancake keggers tomorrow morning. But I'll step out of my neutrality and wish Queens good luck against Windsor.
Great, thanks a lot, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you.
Take care.
Well, it's too bad you decided not to partake in homecoming, Mr. Kennedy.
He's lost my vote.
Fortunately, he was in a minority when it came to homecoming last weekend. Coming up after the break, Studio Q's exclusive street-level homecoming weekend coverage.